So I thought I'd do a little greenhouse update and show you guys what's going on in our greenhouse thus far. It has been raining here in Indiana forever. I mean, you can see standing water outside the mud outside the greenhouse here and over there. So we're having trouble getting stuff in the ground. It's getting a little bit crazy. The plants inside here are getting big, and I do not want to have to repot them, so I'm hoping I can do something soon. We have been doing some sort of a lasagna back to Eden kind of thing. I don't even know what you'd call it, because I'm not sure if I'm doing it the way any of those things are supposed to be done. But we're trying to do something like that. Basically planting, let's just say basically planting compost that we piled up. Just to get something in the ground. So I'll show you what we got growing here. I'll give you a little greenhouse tour right quickly. There's the current lawnmower. By the way, we built this greenhouse. When I say we built this, that means a friend of mine, Harold Thornborough, built it, and I handed him some stuff once in a while because I suck at building things. Harold Thornborough has his own YouTube channel and websites and Facebook pages. Homestead Front Porch and the Homestead Forum. Anyways, that's the lawnmower for right now. Rabbit over there. Then I have a compost pit here. Try to raise the heat up here when it was cooler. We also have this black plastic trash can filled with water to help raise some heat. We were doing all kinds of creative stuff for the seed trays. We were using, as you can see, toilet paper tubes, and then we'd run out of toilet paper tubes, and we were gonna use plastic cups and solo cups and all that business to get more going. But then what I did was I bought this soil blocker, and I have not figured out the consistency thing yet with those. Hopefully I'll get that figured out soon, and that'll go better. We still need to make some more tables or something in here and put seedlings on, and so I want to put raised beds back here too, which is he's helping fertilize as he goes along. So what have we got growing here? My first apocalypse scorpion has popped up. I planted 5 seeds, and so far 1 has come up, so I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, I'm happy just to even get one of them up. So this tray is herbs. None of my self-heal has popped up. Kind of disappointing. Got some sage. Some rosemary, about half of them came up. Some lavender. Only one of this came up. I've heard that lavender is hard to grow from seed, so I'm happy to see any come up with that, if that's true. Hyssop, some's growing good. Feverfew, growing good. Echinacea, which I also heard, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, coneflower, Echinacea, I think it is. I've heard it's hard to grow too from seed, and it's doing pretty good, so I'm happy about that. Some chamomile. This says hollyhocks. These are seeds that I saved. And I've only got 1 coming up, oddly enough. I don't know how this happened. The next row over is milkweed. And honestly, these 2 plants look the same, so I don't know what happened there. I don't even know what's growing in there. Over here, we have cinnamon basil, growing good. Opal basil, growing good. Bee balm, pretty good. And some borage, which I've already planted a couple of those outside with some tomatoes and some strawberries. Lemon balm, Resina calendula, and strawberry calendula. Some lavender, and these 2 rows of lavender are doing really well. Again, like I said, I feel good about that. Mugwort, now illegal in Indiana. Mullein. Here we have some Cushaw squash. These 2 plants didn't do nothing. They were total duds. Some summer squash and zucchini. I don't know what kind of summer squash this is. Yellow. Yeah, yellow straight neck. Amaranth, and then this is Chinese multicolored spinach amaranth. Purple lady bok choy. Some cauliflower. I think that's like amazing something cauliflower. I buy most of my seeds from Baker Creek Seed Company, so. This is celery, pink Chinese celery, which I've never grown before, and I noticed that some of these are laying down. I may have cut them down, actually, I don't know. But some of them are laying down there, which is not a good thing. Eggplant, only one came up, unfortunately. Unless that one right there is one that has fallen over, but those look pretty healthy. What do we got over here? Total duds on these. They were old seeds. I just took a shot, and I didn't want to, I didn't want to waste them, so I put them in something. Cabbage. I'm not sure what kind of cabbage because I can't see the back of the stick. Collard greens, Ford Hook chard, and like a ruby red or something like that chard. Over here we have some sort of cabbage. I'm not sure what kind. I think like mammoth red or something. Birdhouse gourd, basket gourd, Eden gem melons. I believe they're supposed to be like a cantaloupe, but green fleshed. No, I'm not really a cantaloupe person. Squash of some sort, not totally sure what kind because I can't see with the back of it. Some butternut squash. Watermelon, sugar babies. Yarrow, thyme, and my St. John's wort has done nothing. A little disappointing. Brussels sprouts. I believe these are red rhubarb. They're going to be like red. I think that's what they're called. Some other Brussels sprouts, not red. For some reason only two. Those were old seeds. For some reason those didn't come up. Broccoli. Different kinds of beets. Multicolored beets and some other kind of beets. Okay, so we missed a tray. Rhubarb. 3 rows of rhubarb. Doing good. This was an old pack of spinach, only one of them came up. Some radish and some peas. The peas are starting to get yellowish looking. One of them is even dyed. I think it's getting too hot in here. Over here is some peppers that I planted for a friend. Only 3 of the 6 have come up yet. Scorpion. Apocalypse Scorpion is one of the one's in one of these, and I don't know what's going on there. My sweet bananas were old seeds. They didn't come up either. You'll see that in another tray. Another pea plant, another, I think, Brussels sprouts. I don't know. Some lettuce, igloo lettuce, scarlet kale, and dinosaur kale. Back in here is some paste tomatoes of some sort. I think Amish paste. And I actually planted corn in here. I've never planted corn inside, period, but I had a lot of seed and I have a big greenhouse, so I thought I'd experiment. So there's some corn, and it's kickoff. It's supposed to be a fast. I usually prefer heirloom seeds, but when it comes to sweet corn, to me it's like growing Snickers bars. It's candy, you know. I'm not really caring about things like that when I'm eating my corn, my sweet corn. Cucumbers, 3 rows of cucumbers. Up here, a bunch of this is sage, or not sage, sorry, comfrey root cuttings. And these actually had a little bit of plant, a little crown on them or whatever. And these were root cuttings, and they're starting to pop up. This is, of course, the strawberries, which I have some planted in a bed. But I want to kind of permaculture these ones, put these ones out back and just let them go crazy, hopefully, or use them as decoy for animals, however that works out. I have a grape back there that needs planted. Got some lettuce over there. I think it was iceberg, so I didn't really expect it to do anything, but it didn't do anything. Broccoli, more beets. My loofahs didn't come up. And some artichokes are doing okay. Over here we've got some different kinds of beans, nasturtium, coleus, zinnias, delphinium, foxglove, and more zinnias. Down here asparagus. I've heard this is hard to grow from seed, and so far it's not doing anything. We have some okra, wonderberry, and huckleberry grown from seed. Back here we have the peppers. Poblano chili, doing pretty good. I had an old pack of sweet banana. They did absolutely nothing. Some jalapenos are doing pretty good. California winters were starting to get old, so looks like the germination ratio or whatever is not so good on them right now, because only 3 out of 10 came out. This is red cheese. They've done good. Well, lipstick. It's a red sweet pepper, doing good. Albino something pepper. Albino peppers. Albino bullnose, I believe they're called. And lilac peppers, doing pretty good. And we also have a wisteria vine back there that I'm wanting to plant. I guess I could show the garden too right quickly. Oh, I also have another tray out here that I'm hardening off. These are all tomatoes. Yellow pear, white tomaso tomatoes, black brandywines, blueberry, atomic grapes, black beauty, cream sausage, some sort of cherry. I don't really know because I ripped the top label off of the package, and they were old seeds, so I was again trying to get rid of them. And red brandywine. And Miko better not knock those off. So over here is what I've got planted so far in the garden stuff. Some of it's over here, some of it's over there. But this is the peas. And they're kind of looking kind of yellow. I don't know what that's about. What I've done, like I said, is that kind of a half-ass thing. I just laid like 4 to 6 inches of cardboard down, then 4 to 6 inches of compost. I suppose that there needs to be some fertilizer in there. I'm certain of that. That's something that'll have to be done soon. Cabbage appears to be doing good. There's a cabbage there and a cabbage over there. And I also sprinkled some lettuce seeds in along there. So there's that. And the peas are alive, but not looking so great. We plan on filling all this in. Also over here on the peas, I put a cattle panel up for them to vine up, but I think that I'm going to change that because cattle panels are expensive and I can use them elsewhere. So what I think that I'm going to do is put some netting up there, I think. And I've also got those heavier T-posts, which I don't think are necessary. So I think what I'm going to do is get netting and use these lighter stakes, fence stakes, whatever you want to call them. And I think that'll be enough to hold the peas up. So, it's hard to get all the materials for all this kind of stuff, trellising and trays and seed pods. It's pretty expensive. So there's no point in using a more expensive trellis material when I can use it somewhere else where it's needed. You can see we're piling up the cardboard over here and trying to get that done as quickly as we can. Over here, I have some lettuce planted down through there. And I did the same thing, cardboard, compost, and I've piled some grass up on top of all this to mulch it. This is actually calendula, strawberry calendula. And over here some barrage. And then on the other side, I'm building a little trellis here. I think I'm going to vine nasturtiums up that. And here's some tomato plants. Oh, that one's looking really bad. It's starting to wither up. That's not good. There's lettuce in between both of those. And there's another tomato plant. Those are brandywine tomatoes. The middle one's looking horrible. then over here we have strawberries planted, barrage in the middle, and there's also some onions around the edge. So that's what we have going on thus far in the garden. I mean, you can see, like I said, how the rain is slowing things down here. But I just thought I'd do the first tour update kind of thing of the channel. I was pretty happy when I came out here just a little bit ago and seen that apocalypse scorpion coming up. Excuse me. Not much there, but it popped up. So that's the greenhouse and garden update and tour for now. I'll try to do one with the animals later and some other things, and then eventually soon I'll do a whole homestead tour for the channel. That's all for now. I hope you guys enjoy watching this. Hey, like, subscribe, and share, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching.